What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining me. I hope you like what you see. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification button. It means a lot. To those who have been watching my stuff, thank you as always. Your support means a lot. I just wanted to come on here and give a little update to my film, Celestial Echoes Tears of the Stars. If you've been following me and you've seen my video, you know that I put out a trailer to Celestial Echoes Tears of the Stars, and I normally don't put out trailers. I usually just put out teasers. And to be honest, my teasers, I don't really garner a lot of views. But with the trailer I put out, it's about a minute long. I got 200 views within the day, which to me is a lot because obviously I don't have a lot of subscribers and, you know, I'm not one of those big YouTubers, but that meant a lot. And I'm excited to be able to share the film with you. It's almost done. Just one more actor to film with. I finalized casting them, and right now they're away on vacation, but when they come back, I'll get back to work on the film. I've just been editing right now and just adding new stuff to it just to make the film feel more alive, you know, with background stuff. And I am excited. I can't wait to share it with you. I mean, it's a green screen adventure, so I'm just going to let you know it is all green screen, save for one scene that's live action, and I added a VFX thing with it. It's pretty much the asteroids going across the sky, so you'll see that scene in the film, know what I'm talking about. But it is a green screen adventure, and, you know, I'm not here to make it seem like it's a Star Wars extravaganza or, you know, Star Trek or anything, but I'm not going to downplay my film and, you know, make it less than what it is. But this is a short film, and you're going to get an independent short film that's, you know, micro budget, and I put a lot of effort in creating it. I've never done green screen before, but I've had effects, video effects that I wanted to use on the sci-fi side of things. And I bought a green screen, which I utilized most of it for a lot of the scenes. And then I rented out a studio with green screen for a bigger space for some scenes. And it was fun. It was definitely different for me. I've never pushed so much effort into a short film before. And I'm not saying at any of my short films previously I don't put effort, but for what the style of that was, it was, you know, a lot easier for me to create. And if you haven't seen my other short films, please check them out because I love the work that I've done, and I feel like each short film I've gotten better and progressed, and I can only keep getting better even now. But with Celestial Echoes, I really, with this story, which is, you know, an idea to continue it, like there isn't more of an idea for a sequel that I want to expand with, you know, that universe. But for this story, what I was able to implement, like I feel like there was just a lot more going on that I've never done before. And as far as, you know, casting, you know, different actors, I haven't had a lot of actors in a film in a while. And to have that again was pretty cool. And I've just been buying the outfits. Like a lot of the outfits that you see was me putting it together, you know, ordering on Amazon or Etsy and just piecing these together and creating the character outfits for most of them. And it's just, I put a lot of work. It's been a while since I've really like just got invested and involved with a short film. The last couple of short films that I've created were the 4 Comic Ink films, which there was no dialogue. It was just music and the actors acting and shots and scenes. And I've used special effects here and there, and which I loved. I thought it was great. And then I got back into dialogue and 2 characters and 1 setting. And I felt like, how can I make this interesting with just pretty much one setting after the beginning intro, and then the 2 characters interacting, and like, how can I make that interesting? So that was a challenge I wanted to do, which I think I succeeded. So if you haven't seen The Brother-in-Law, which is what I'm talking about, that's the last film that I put out. Please check it out. Right now it's going through the festivals, but it's available on YouTube. And I do love The Brother-in-Law. I was so excited to finally get that done because that was in script stages for a while, and to finally shoot it and put it out, it means a lot that I got it done and got somebody to be a part of it. And I've got some good feedback with it. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Again, it's going to the festival circuits. And I know the last festival that I went to that it was in, you know, people enjoyed it and the response was great. So please check that out. But this one, Celestial Echoes Tears of the Stars, it's a sci-fi adventure. It's a green screen adventure. That's what I call it as well. It's probably the first time I've mentioned it like that, green screen adventure. So, but I can't wait to share these characters with you and, you know, try to expand the universe for a sequel. If I get to that, because it was a lot of work, it was exhausting, but it was fun. But, you know, I would like a sequel, have the title in mind. It's just a matter of getting it done. But I do want to expand the universe, this world of characters that I've introduced, and try to like do different styles. And just add new scenes, just the way I've filmed from this one, Tears of the Stars, and how I would go about like, changing it up a bit for the sequel. I was almost going to say the title. I don't want to say the title because again, it's not really confirmed that I'm doing it, but I do have the title, which I love. But it's just a matter of, just trying to change it up because the way I film some of the scenes, it's just what it is for now. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I know I want to like kind of change it up a bit for the sequel and really like implement a lot more heaviness like in what's happening. And that in itself sounds exhausting, but I want to challenge myself to make it bigger. That's what I'm trying to say. But again, style of filming, especially with green screen and how I want to go about it. So, for any filmmakers out there, try to challenge yourself with creating a short film, going out of your element. Watch a lot of movies, see how they film certain things, whether you're using green screen or not, just how you shoot, especially like angles or master shots or what you can do, what you can't do. And a lot of the time what I find with the green screen, when I was utilizing my place for like what I had, I couldn't really implement master shots. And there's a lot of master shots in the film, but not all master shots are needed in scenes, but there's certain things that I realized I can only do to make it flow the way I wanted to. But there's other shots that I probably could have done that I would love to do for the sequel now that I think about it. But it's like, it's all about getting to be able to save what you didn't do in the first film and then trying to implement that in the second film, which will make it even more expansive. Because if you do a sequel, originals is always usually better than a sequel. So when you make a sequel, you want to try to make it even better. So that's the idea with that, save certain things and then try to expand on it in the sequel. So hopefully that made sense. But, it was a challenge for me to be able to get this film started from what I originally had the idea of to what it ended up being, and then how I ended up expanding that story and filming it, because it was an unorthodox way of how I filmed this project. I normally would have a script and then start to cast and then film, but it was pretty much I had a title, an idea from the film itself. It was just from a little scenario, and I wanted to expand on that, and I just didn't know how to, and then I eventually scrapped it, and I wasn't going to do it at all, and then I was like, let me go back to it. I love the title. I love this idea. And I ended up just taking an image, adding VFX of a possible scenario. And then I was like, what's happening here? And that's how I continue the story. I would add the VFX and be like, such and such is happening. This is the scenario. And then the next shot, I would be like, okay, so what will happen after that? And then I would record myself in character, dressed up in the green screen, and work on that. And then I'll be like, okay, so this is what's going to follow up. And then from those two, it was really just those two scenes. I was like, okay, so this is the character, such and such is happening. It's leading up to this because of that. And that's how I built this script based off of just playing around with two scenes, adding VFX, or just not even saying nothing. It's literally me not saying anything in these clips. It's just, one, I'm sitting down playing with the laser gun, and I had this background image that I wanted to use. And then the next shot is me supposed to meet somebody, and I look to the side because this drone comes to me, like, there you are. And I'm like, that's the friend speaking. And then I had to eventually get my friend who plays Kanoa Kahili, the character. He gave me the voiceover that I asked for him, and then I implemented that. And I'm like, okay, this sounds cool. And I just expanded it in that way. That's the great thing about creating. It's how do you create? It's just how are ways are you going about bringing something to life? And that's how I did it with this. I didn't have a script first. It was just based off of editing two scenes in, and then building it that way. I had a title already, had an idea, but it was like before I can implement the title and the idea into the story, I was like, I need to have a way to begin it. And I just did it that way. And Celestial Echoes, Tears of the Stars was born. And I'm just excited to share that with you all. And thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. If you've been following up and you're excited, again, if you haven't seen the trailer and you're watching this video and you stood around this long, please check out the trailer. It means a lot. Check out the teaser. It's based off a scene that's in the film. It's not the finalized scene. I did add something into that teaser, but check it out. It means a lot. And thank you so much for joining me. Till next time. Later.